At this point of time, almost everyone has heard of the term monk mode or dopamine detox.
Monk mode.
Monk mode.
Monk mode.
Monk mode.
In monk mode, basically you shut yourself in, clear out all distractions and go all in and focus in one singular goal. And let me tell you my story, right? Last year, in 2023, I took monk mode so seriously, and I told myself I had to work hard and grind all day. And that's why I locked myself from the outside world, locked myself in so I could clear out all distractions and run all out on my goals. But you see, here's the problem. Here's basically what all I did at the time, right? I woke up, I went to school, I came back from school, I went to the gym, consumed content, and just work on making videos here and there. You see, all my activities were solo and I had totally isolated myself from the world. And even though I was in uni at this time. And I was like most guys, right? Like most guys think that monk mode is basically about locking yourself in from the outside world and working on something. But the truth is, by doing this, monk mode literally makes you a social loner, right? You become no longer able to socialize with people outside of your comfort zone, and you literally become socially awkward. You literally become that one weird guy who does self-improvement and refuses to talk with anyone. And here's the thing about my monk mode experience, right? I barely learned anything new. And although I noticed some improvements in my character and generally the way I handle myself, it was still nowhere as close as the previous year, where I was out nearly every day of the week with new friends and doing fun stuff and basically wasting my time. And the ironic thing here is, the less time I wasted in these kind of social activities because I wanted to grind on myself, I naturally had more free time, right? And what did I do during the free time? I just ended up wasting the time anyway because I would just binge watch just self-improvement content thinking I was leveling up. Not only was I literally wasting time, but my social skills became worse. I became literally more socially awkward than I had before. I literally reversed my progress I had been making the year before when I was willing to go out and experience new things and socialize with people. For example, in the past I would literally be easily able to approach a stranger and talk to them no problem at all, right? Especially if I saw them in environments I was a bit more familiar with, like school or maybe the gym. However, after locking myself in for so long, I noticed I was no longer able to talk to them anymore. It was like I had lost that kind of courage to do that. I was feeling a bit more self-conscious and awkward about doing that. And yeah, it was weird, right? I had basically reversed my progress, although I was in monk mode, which was supposed to upgrade me. Can you imagine? I was in full self-improvement mode, but I still learned and developed far lesser than the previous year when I was literally just having fun and hanging out with people and wasting my time, right? Can you imagine that? Now I know all the red pill guys that you watch, probably like Andrew Tate, they keep on saying like, okay, work on yourself, king, and build a garden and the butterflies will come, that kind of shit. No, let me tell you, the same red pill guys that you're watching, they already have these social skills. They know they are able to talk to people whenever they feel like it. They know they are able to build a connection whenever they feel like it. What about you? Do you have that level of skill? Let me tell you, even if you work on yourself for such a long time in this monk mode and you end up being super jacked and super fit and having loads of money, if you don't develop this aspect of your life and learn to become social with people, you'll still be the same socially awkward guy which people think you are weird. Now let's imagine, in the best case scenario, you become extremely jacked and fit and rich, and let's say you get invited to a party where there are a ton of millionaires and billionaires and all these people who you want to network and socialize with, and you also see a bunch of like really top tier model looking girls who you've never seen in your life, and you attend this event, right? Do you think you'll be that guy talking to everybody and being friends with everybody and building connections with everyone? No, you probably won't if you don't develop this part of your life, right? You will end up being that super rich and good looking guy, but come on, like, you will still have bad body language, you will still have bad body posture, and like, yeah, people will look at you weird because you're socially awkward. Now back to the point, am I saying monk mode is bad? No, of course not, it isn't. However, it is only beneficial if you have a very clear singular goal that you want to achieve, no matter at what cost, and you already have the perfect step-to-step vehicle to get you there. But the truth is, like, life can be extremely vague, right? Things change all the time. And especially if you are young, you probably have like a general goal of what you want to achieve, but it's not something ultra specific, probably, right? It's really tough to set a clear and specific goal while also having that specific and clear plan on how you can achieve it. So what you should be doing instead is to put yourself out there, right? Meet new people, but also setting your kind of boundary so you also have your time to work on the things that you need to do. And back to the original point of my story. So the truth is like I would have actually learned so much more and developed so much more as a person if only I had put myself out there and had fun times with people, even if I was quote unquote wasting my time instead of just locking myself in and socially isolating. Not that you know that like monk mode probably isn't the best choice for you if you want to improve yourself holistically, right? So what do you do? Here's what I suggest. Yes, you want to cut out all the bad habits like, limit your social media, cut off your alcohol addiction, maybe stop smoking weed and drugs by all means, right? All these bad habits, just cut them off or just massively restrict them by all means. But here's the difference between what I suggest you to do and monk mode. Instead of totally isolating yourself and going solo, what you want to do is to kind of incorporate social and fun activities every week. It could be anything as long as it involves yourself being around people and being social. If your friends invite you to have a party and go have fun, I mean, go ahead, right? You don't necessarily have to drink, but if you want to, maybe have 1 or 2 drinks, that's fine, right? Or even better, you can literally plan something fun for your group of people and friends to do. This is literally a superpower social skill, right? Taking the initiative. Maybe you want to plan a hike, maybe an adventure to another city, or maybe you want to hit a workout together with the boys, or maybe you want to go out on a date with a girl. It could be anything, right? As long as it involves being around other people. Of course, like credit to this idea goes to Hamza in his Adonis protocol, which I will definitely link below, and I suggest you join because I'm also in it as well. And that's why my goal for this year is literally start putting myself out there in more social situations and talking to more people and getting involved in social events, more social events. Just a little update, I've recently added like a daily task which I might complete every single day, where I need to speak to at least 2 strangers, could be anyone, like a guy or a girl, doesn't matter, a day. And that's like, and I've autistically added it to my habit tracker, which I let you see over here. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. Remember, I'm rooting for you and I'll see you in the next one.